Terrorists have taken hostages at the Castello Grande, located in Milan, Italy. They are threatening to execute the hostages, including several diplomats in the party, unless their demands are met. Your mission is to rescue the hostages and neutralize the terrorists.
Welcome back to work, people. I hope you had a good time in Rio after all the fun and games with Gutierrez and Gospic ended, but party time is over. We've got a job to do. The situation is fairly simple. There's a party of VIPs that have been taken hostage at an art museum called the Castello Grande. The terrorists killed the group's bodyguards, but none of the remaining hostages have been harmed, at least not yet. The hostage takers are asking for $30 million and a flight out of the country. The Polizia di Stato Italiana in Milan have done a good job of containing the situation and feeding us whatever info they've gathered, but now it's up to us to go in and get our hands dirty. You're going to need to be exceedingly careful in there. According to the map I'm looking at, the castle's got a few courtyards you may need to cross. Make sure you've cleaned out the perimeters of those places before you enter them, because otherwise you'll get cut to pieces. Oh, and try not to shoot the art. Intel tells me that it's expensive. I'll see you when you're done, people. Good luck.
The situation in Milan looks to be fairly straightforward, though every time I say that I get myself in trouble. The Italian authorities, particularly the Polizia di Stato, have been very generous with their information and resources, and that means we've got good intel going in. According to their reports, a party of VIPs decided they wanted a tour of a museum called the Castello Grande without any of the tourists around. That meant a late-night visit, and that's when they got into trouble. The castle itself was built as a fortress back in the 14th century, but these days it's an art museum with battlements. The collection's world famous, which leads us to our current disaster. Near as the Polizia can tell, the tour group stumbled across a surprisingly well-armed gang of art thieves who were busy helping themselves to the collection at the time. The end result wasn't pretty. All of the group's bodyguards down and the VIPs taken hostage. The hostage takers haven't identified themselves with any group or agenda. They're asking for the usual, money and a ride out of the country. But they haven't given a deadline yet. That works to our advantage. Let's use it.